Awesome, Josh. Man, I've never met anybody that can make these comparisons in business. I mean, he's probably one of the sharpest guys ever when it comes to talking about business. So I hope you guys picked up some of those points. I think that it's incredibly important to know those things, because when you start to talk to people that are sharper in business and in industries, and like, well, why is your business the best? If you can't explain some of those concepts, then I mean, hey, that's why he's one of the top recruiters here, right? And so it's really exciting. And then also the fact that recruiting leads to the wealth and giving back and community. You got to think about all of those things when you're going through the daily grind of building your Primerica business. So, guys, I'm going to talk about briefly here double digit recruiting, shifting gears. So in order to become a vice president, you got to double digit recruit. And for you guys that don't know what that means by now, that's getting 10 recruits coming in monthly through your team. So with that, we have a double digit recruiting call with $1 million earner Bruce Conk. And I don't even see how long we've had this call going on for. It just feels like it's a norm for us, right? But if you guys haven't gotten on it, you have to get on this call. And so I'm going to talk about some of the benefits of that, and then we're going to get into the how-tos, guys. So here, when you look at why to get on the call. So the first thing is the start to getting to RVP. What Bruce tells us is that when you think about a lot of things out there, the best analogies he always uses is boiling water and takeoff speed. Boiling water doesn't boil, boiling water boils at 212, not 210, 211, 212. And if it's not there, the water, you're gonna see a little bit of bubbles, but it's not gonna be boiling. It's not gonna cook anything, right? Takeoff speed. I know Dante was a pilot, right? Airline pilot. It's like, I don't know exactly what takeoff speed is, but if you don't reach that, you're crashing and burning. You're not going anywhere, right? So with that, when you think about double digit recruiting, that's the same thing in our business. That's takeoff speed. If you can't get to 10 recruits coming into your business, you're not going to find the people that are going to help you get to RVP. And the reason why is because when you think about the 80-20 rule, if you hire 10 people, 80% of those people are not going to be the people that are going to help you get to RVP, only 2. So if you're recruiting less than 10, it's going to take you a really long time to find those people that's going to help you get to the point of getting to RVP. So with that, it's just the start. And when you get to 10, you get on the call, and then you start getting access to the mentorship. And the mentorship is what really is going to help you guys get on track. Sorry, guys. Get on track, because think about it. I know for me personally, I have never, ever in a million years would have had a chance to be mentored by somebody that makes $120,000 a month. And when you're getting mentored by people that make that type of money, everything changes in your mind. The things that you believe can be possible, like what Josh is talking about, just your mentality about daily things, your thinking, what words come out of your mouth, right? Like when we talk to Bruce, we have to be very careful about the things that we say, the things that we do, how we ask questions, all of those aspects. But you can't get that from everybody. And so when you for Samir and Shaq, they check in with Bruce. So this is like the highest of the high of mentorship that we have access to. And all you have to do is double digit recruit. So it needs to be a major focus to get on there, to get that mentorship and get that training. And many other businesses out there, people say, oh, I just want mentorship. I want someone to teach me what to do. I want someone to tell me how to do it. I want someone to show me the way, create the path, and help me go down it. That's exactly what this call is, guys. And so we gotta have a major focus to getting onto that call. So then the next thing is higher mentality and standards. You are who you hang around in competition. So when we get on that call, guys, it's everybody else that has double digit recruited. Number one, it doesn't matter how long you've been in the business. We've seen people, I know Josh, Jen, and I can talk about it all the time, but we see people that have come into the business 1 or 2 months, they've already double digit recruited, right? And because they get on the call, they now are being surrounded by people, maybe veterans like us that have been here for a little while, so on and so forth, but we're all at this higher standard, and it creates a higher expectation in their mind, like, oh, double digit recruiting, oh, I'm supposed to do that. My trainer said, oh, when you can't come in the business, you're supposed to double digit recruit. You got to get on this call with this guy named Bruce Cock. He's crazy, but he's amazing, right? And so that's all people see. And when you have that higher mentality and standard, then it becomes a norm for you, right? And if you're hanging around people that are not double digit recruiting, then you're going to feel like everything in the business is hard or tough, right? If we're recruiting, I don't know, everybody has to start from somewhere. So I'm not saying you have to, like, if you're not double digit recruiting, you're not going to build a business here, but you got to get there. And if we're only hanging around people that are only recruiting 1, 2, 3 people a month, there, like, it's going to take ages for you guys to get to RVP if that's what you want to do. A lot of people get into Primerica and it's just their part-time, they're something for fun, they love the environment, so on and so forth. I'm not talking to those people. The people that actually want to become vice presidents here, you got to get around the right people and step up your mentality. Like, double digit recruiting should be no matter what, make or break every single month. And the people that are on the double digit recruiting call, that's what we believe. We don't want to get on the call and then the next month get off the call, right? You got to stay on. And then the competition is awesome. Like, it's cool. I mean, it's kind of crazy now because in COVID, we don't get the chance to be around people on a regular basis in big events, so on and so forth. But I mean, we get to see these guys in Maryland, and I don't even remember where Harry is from, but there's people all over, right, the state that we get to see and talk to, and people jab a little bit here and there on the chat and so on and so forth. And so it's that competition that's created, and it's exciting, and it keeps you motivated. And the thread, the Telegram thread, I swear to you guys, that drives me every single day, right? That thing goes off all the time. Like, we have threads like the activity thread where people say congrats and people post their daily activity. That's a start. Make sure you're doing that first. But when we get on this double digit recruiting call, there's no stories, nothing else. It's just strictly numbers. So when we hear the thread go off, it's like, oh my God, somebody just got a recruit. Oh my gosh, somebody just got a sale. Or multiple times, you like see the same person post multiple times throughout the day. But the only times people are posting on there is if it's a result. And all it is, it's personal numbers, whatever, like 1 by 0 or whatever your number is, and then your team numbers, 20 by 15. And every single time one of those numbers go up, you post. And so with that creates competition, guys. It's like we just started a new month, and it's like it was the first of the month. Oh no, it was right after month end, and people were already posting for November. I was like, dang, we got to get on it, right? It just creates a higher level of competition, right? So that's huge, guys. That's one of the major benefits, is surrounding yourself with the right people and creating that. Now, the thing that I think I like the most about the call is the brain surgery that happens when you get on the call, right? So sometimes when we are experiencing things that may not be the best, or we feel down, or we want to beat ourselves up, I swear every time we get on the call, Bruce is always like, stop beating yourself up, stop it, like every week, every single week. Because number one, we're on the call, we're doing the right things, we just got to make minor adjustments. And he goes through just so many examples of why we're winning, what we need to keep doing. It's not a huge shift that you have to make, and just keeping your mind right. Like, one that I just remember off the top, and it's like burnt into my mind right now. Bruce was literally like, you need to open your head, take water, and rinse it out every single day, because of all of the crap and the BS that you deal with on a regular basis. You can't be thinking about that constantly. And I will forever remember that now, because we do, right? In this business, we deal with people, and people can put a lot of weight on you. They can dump truck on you, all of this stuff, but you got to like wipe it out, right? And so the brain surgery is amazing. And then the adjustments. So when we get on the call, he is very specific a lot of the times, as long as we ask questions. We can ask one question and Bruce can talk for 45 minutes on one question, right? So when it comes to building your business, if obviously we get training, mentoring, and coaching from all of our vice presidents. But when we get on there and we ask a specific question, he's going to drill down and figure out exactly what we need to do to get better. Whether it's just the conversations that we're having, or just the mentality. And so like if he says, all right, cool, well, this is what you need to do, you implement those adjustments immediately. You can change and make those adjustments right away. One of the major things that he's taught us is that don't look at your month as 30 days, right? Break it down. He's like 30 days is forever in this business. So if you break down your months now into like 10 days at a time or weekly, which Shaq has talked about for a while now, right? Break your month down and implement your adjustments every 10 days. Don't wait till the end of the month. And I think that that's been huge because sometimes we wait till the end of the month to make the adjustment, and that's too much time, right? If we want to be giving ourselves a $1.4 million raise in 6 years, we can't be waiting till the end of the month to make the adjustment, right? So when we look at it, just minor things like that, what conversations to have with teammates. I think that this is also great because sometimes like I feel like I've grown and I'm developed as a speaker and a coach and a mentor with our team, but like sometimes I don't know what to say. Like it's like people are like, Chanel, tell me what to do. I don't know, blah, 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 what's happening. I don't know. For me, it's just like go out and work, get something done, right? But Bruce, he'll literally outline what to say, the conversations to have. Are you telling these things to your teammates? Are you asking them these questions? Are you drilling them after every meeting? Are you talking to them about what they need to be learning during field training? Are you having the right conversations from day one from the IBA? What to do in their fast start meeting orientation? Just so on and so forth. Like it's very specific. And so when you guys get on this call, like it will be life changing in your business. So I never take it for granted. It's crazy because this last week and probably 3 weeks ago, he was on trips and he just like rubs it. Hey guys, sorry, we won't have the call this week. I'm on a private island. But it's like, wow, this guy is doing it. And if I just continue to listen to what he's telling me to do, I will eventually be there. Right. And so it's extremely exciting to kind of see that and get on track with it. But obviously, guys, this is just like more mentality, but it's going to get to the nuts and bolts. And so that's what Jen and I are going to go through right now with you guys. In order to double digit recruit, you have to know how to invite, how to follow up with people, get them started, and answer questions.